Imagine about this. You go to a local post office to pick up a parcel, but the staff told you that the parcel had already been picked up by somebody? Nightmare, right? And what if the parcel's worth $15 million? No joke. That's what happened to the Brinks, the US-based cash handling company. On April 17, 2023, their 5 square feet sized container, holding $15 million worth of gold and cash in foreign currency, went poof at Toronto Pearson Airport in Canada. 9 people were allegedly involved with the crime, including 2 Air Canada employees who were wanted Canada-wide. So let's check out how to not lose some $1 million at the airport, cause who knows, one day it may happen between one of us. In 2023, Valcambi, a Swiss precious metals refinery, contracted Brinks Switzerland Limited to transport 24 gold bars, weighing in total 400 kilograms, to the Toronto Dominion Bank. The gold was worth about $23 million and approaching $41 million today. Raiffeisen Schweiz, a Swiss retail bank, also contracted Brinks to transport a shipment of banknotes with a value of $1.9 million, weighing 53 kilograms, from Zurich to Vancouver Bullion and Currency Exchange. The contracts for both required Brinks to indemnify Raiffeisen and Valcambi for any losses. In mid-April 2023, Brinks arranged with Air Canada to ship the gold and currency in one container from Switzerland to Toronto. They booked Air Canada Secure, a special service for handling valuable cargo for which the airline charges higher fees. On April 17, 2023, Air Canada Flight 881, carrying the valuables, departed Zurich, Switzerland at 13:25 local time and arrived in Toronto at 15:56 local time on the drizzly Monday. They were offloaded at approximately 16:20 and deposited at a glass-walled Air Canada warehouse in Toronto at approximately 17:50. At 18:32, a 5-ton truck gained access to an Air Canada cargo storage facilities. Its driver presented a forged shipping document. Yeah, just like claiming the $1 million jackpot with a fake lottery ticket. The difference is it went through this time. Air Canada staff loaded the container of gold and foreign currency onto the truck using a forklift. After being loaded, the truck traveled on Dixon Road, then westbound on Highway 401, and then turned off into a rural area north of Milton. Sounds like an Ocean's 11 movies, right? Pity that nothing looked close to George Clooney or Brad Pitt were featured. Otherwise, I would have enjoyed the show a little bit more. Anyways, a few hours later, when a Brinks Canada truck showed up to pick up the shipment, and when the Air Canada staff tried to find the container, they finally realized $15 million was all gone. At 2:43 a.m. on the next day, the theft was reported to Peel Regional Police. The forged airway bill was an altered copy of a genuine waybill, used for a shipment of seafood delivered a day prior. 2 Air Canada employees worked in the airline's cargo division at the time of the heist, were allegedly involved in the crime, and that the fake document used in the heist was printed within the Air Canada holding facility. So how the police cracked the case of what they say is the largest gold heist in Canadian history. In September 2023, a driver from Brampton was pulled over in Pennsylvania in a rented vehicle with 65 illegal firearms. His name, Durrani King McLean, was alleged to be the gold heist's wheelman. The guns were believed to be purchased with proceeds from the gold heist and were intended for sale on the black market in Canada. There you have it, how gold turned into guns. King McLean is now locked in American jail, facing charges of attempting to illegally traffic firearms, including automatic weapons. On April 17, 2024, Peel Regional Police announced 6 people have been arrested, and there are Canada-wide warrants out for 3 others. King McLean's employer and the owner of the getaway truck, Archit Grover, was believed to be longtime friend of Parmpal Sidhu, who worked at Air Canada Cargo at the time of the heist. Parmpal Sidhu, a 54-year-old man from Brampton, Ontario, has been arrested. Peel Police arrested Grover on May 20, 2024, at Pearson Airport after disembarking from a flight from India. Grover's cousin, Amit Jalota, allegedly looked after the gold, along with an associate, Arsalan Chaudhary, who faces the same charges. Amit Jalota also allegedly melted some of the gold at a Mississauga jewelry store. The store owner, Ali Raza, was charged with possession of property obtained by crime. Prasath Paramalingam and Ahmad Chaudhary allegedly helped Durante King McLean cross the border into the United States after the robbery, and having provided him with the ability to stay in the U.S. for a long period of time. Prasath Paramalingam was also wanted by U.S. authorities in Pennsylvania for allegedly providing money to King McLean to purchase firearms. Meanwhile, a Canada-wide arrest warrant has been issued for Simran Preet Panesar, 31, also from Brampton. He was a manager for Air Canada who resigned from that position in the summer of 2023. After the theft, he gave Peel police a tour of the Air Canada facility before he became a suspect. In June 2024, Panesar, through his lawyer, announced he would voluntarily return to Canada to surrender to police after spending a couple of weeks arranging his personal affairs. He hoped to demonstrate his innocence. So what do we know now? 6 of the suspects were arrested. Good news, right? So the Brinks can get their valuables back, right? Well, the bad news is only $430,000 in Canadian currency was recovered, thought to be some of the profits made after the gold was sold. Just $89,000 worth of gold in the form of 6 crudely made gold bracelets, as well as smelting pots, casts, and molds were found. Police also found 2 lists showing how the money was distributed and when the gold was sold. Police believe the stolen gold bars have been melted down and was quickly smuggled out of Canada to the Middle East or South Asia. Lou Burdusco, co-owner of Toronto jewelry appraiser Harold Weinstein Limited, said those behind the heist would need the expertise and access to the suitable facility to melt more than 6,000 gold bars, which can take a long time. Nevertheless, once they are melted, there's no way to track their movement. The gold bar may have already melted and sold off in bits or large pieces. That means they could have ended up at a pawn shop or jewelry store. So have you bought some stolen gold lately? Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and stay tuned for more eyebrow-raising tales.